You know that moment when your alarm goes off, and instead of feeling refreshed, your body feels like it's been hit by a truck? Your back is stiff, your knees creak as you try to stand up, and those first few steps to the bathroom feel like you're walking on broken glass. You move slowly, gripping furniture for support, wondering when getting out of bed became such a painful ordeal. Maybe you've started setting your alarm 20 minutes earlier just to give yourself time to warm up before facing the day. Sound familiar? Here's what's happening. During sleep, our joints naturally stiffen as synovial fluid thickens and muscles tighten from hours of inactivity. But here's the good news, and this might surprise you. In Okinawa, Japan, where people regularly live past 100, they have a simple morning ritual that takes just 5 minutes and completely transforms how their bodies feel when they wake up. Today, I'm going to share this ancient wisdom combined with modern movement science to give you a morning routine that will have you bouncing out of bed instead of crawling. By the end of this video, you'll have 5 specific movements that require no equipment, can be done right in your bedroom, and will eliminate morning stiffness for good. Before we dive into these life-changing movements, I need to ask you something personal, and I want you to be completely honest with me. How many mornings have you woken up feeling frustrated with your own body? How many times have you thought, "I'm too old for this," when simple movements cause pain? I know you've probably never admitted this to anyone, but here, it's safe to share. In the comments below, just write these 4 words: I deserve pain-free mornings. That's it. Don't explain or justify, just those 4 words. Your courage in sharing this will help someone else watching this video realize they are not alone in this struggle. Sometimes knowing others understand makes all the difference. Go ahead, write in the comments, I deserve pain-free mornings. Your honesty might be exactly what another person needs to see today. The first movement comes from traditional Chinese medicine, and it's called the Dragon Awakening Stretch. This gentle spinal wave motion lubricates every vertebra in your spine and releases the tension that builds up overnight. Start by lying on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the bed. Place your hands behind your head, not to pull, but just to support. Now, imagine your spine is like a slow-moving wave starting from your tailbone. Slowly tilt your pelvis up, feeling your lower back gently press into the mattress. Then continue this wave motion up through your middle back, upper back, and finally let your chin come toward your chest. Hold this position for 3 slow breaths. Now reverse the movement, starting by lifting your chin, arching your upper back slightly, then middle back, and finally returning your pelvis to neutral. Repeat this flowing movement 5 times, moving slowly and breathing deeply. If you have any back issues, make the movement smaller and gentler, listening to your body's comfort level. The science behind this movement is fascinating. It stimulates cerebrospinal fluid circulation, which nourishes your spinal cord and helps reduce inflammation that causes morning stiffness. The second movement is adapted from Indian yoga practices, and it's called the sunrise shoulder release. Your shoulders carry tremendous tension from sleeping in fixed positions, and this movement restores natural mobility while improving circulation to your arms and hands. Sit on the edge of your bed with your feet flat on the floor and your back straight, but not rigid. Let your arms hang naturally at your sides. Now, slowly roll your shoulders forward in large, deliberate circles. Think about drawing the largest circles possible with your shoulder blades. Do 5 slow circles forward, really feeling the movement in your upper back and chest. Now reverse direction and do 5 circles backward. Next, lift both shoulders toward your ears, hold for 3 seconds, then let them drop completely. Repeat this shoulder shrug 3 times. For the final part, extend your arms out to your sides at shoulder height. Make small circles with your entire arm, starting with tiny circles and gradually making them larger. Do 10 circles forward, then 10 circles backward. If you have shoulder limitations, keep the movements within your comfortable range and focus on smooth, controlled motion rather than size. This sequence increases synovial fluid production in the shoulder joints, reduces adhesions in the rotator cuff muscles, and improves blood flow to counteract the stagnation of sleep. Our third movement draws from Scandinavian physical therapy traditions, and it's called the Nordic hip liberator. Hip stiffness is one of the main culprits behind morning back pain and difficulty walking. so this movement specifically targets the hip flexors and glutes that tighten overnight. Lie on your back and bring one knee toward your chest, holding behind your thigh, not your shin. Gently pull until you feel a comfortable stretch in your hip and lower back, but never to the point of pain. Hold this position while you extend your other leg straight, letting it rest on the bed. Now comes the dynamic part. Keeping your chest knee pulled in, slowly move your extended leg in small circles, first clockwise, then counterclockwise. Do 5 circles each direction. The key is maintaining the chest pull while the bottom leg moves freely. Switch legs and repeat the entire sequence. This movement combination releases hip flexor tightness while activating your glutes, creating better hip stability and reducing the load on your lower back. For those with hip replacements or severe arthritis, keep movements small and gentle, focusing on the sensation of release rather than aggressive stretching. Movement 4 comes from traditional German physiotherapy, and it's called the Bavarian ankle activator. You might wonder why ankles matter for morning stiffness, but poor ankle mobility creates a chain reaction that affects your knees, hips, and back throughout the day. Sit on the edge of your bed with your feet hovering just above the floor. Point your toes away from you as far as comfortable. Then flex them back toward your shins. Repeat this pointing and flexing motion 10 times with both feet simultaneously. Now, keeping your heels in place, lift your toes as high as possible and hold for 3 seconds, then lower them. This activates the muscles in your shins and improves circulation to your feet. Next, make large circles with your feet, rotating from the ankle joint. Do 5 circles in each direction with both feet. Finally, place your feet flat on the floor and practice lifting just your toes while keeping your heels down. Then lift just your heels while keeping your toes down. This alternate lifting motion awakens the intrinsic muscles of your feet and improves balance reflexes. Research shows that ankle mobility directly impacts how force travels through your kinetic chain, and better ankle function can reduce knee and hip pain by up to 30%. The 5th and final movement is inspired by Mediterranean longevity practices, and it's called the Tuscan breath bridge. This gentle backbend counteracts the forward posture we maintain while sleeping, and creates space in the front of your body while strengthening your posterior chain. Lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the bed, arms at your sides with palms down. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, slowly lift your hips off the bed by squeezing your glutes and pressing through your heels. Don't lift too high, just enough to create a gentle arch in your lower back. Hold this position for 5 slow breaths, feeling the stretch across your hip flexors and the gentle strengthening in your glutes and hamstrings. Lower slowly and rest for 3 breaths. Repeat 3 times total. The key is coordinating the movement with your breathing. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to lift. Breathe normally while holding. Then exhale to lower with control. If you have knee problems, place a pillow between your knees for support. For those with back issues, start with very small lifts and gradually increase range as comfort allows. This movement improves spinal extension, activates dormant glute muscles, and increases circulation to the digestive organs, which can help with morning sluggishness. Now let me give you the perfect sequence to maximize these benefits. Set your alarm just 5 minutes earlier than usual. When it goes off, don't immediately sit up. Instead, start with the Dragon Awakening stretch while still lying down, flowing through those spinal waves to gently wake your nervous system. Move into the Nordic Hip Liberator next, working each leg thoroughly to release hip tension. Transition to sitting on the bed's edge for the sunrise shoulder release, taking time to really open up your upper body. The Bavarian ankle activator comes next while you're still seated, preparing your foundation for the day ahead. Finally, lie back down for the Tuscan breath bridge, ending your routine with gentle strength and renewed energy. This sequence follows the principle of working from your center outward, addressing your spine first, then hips, shoulders, ankles, and finishing with full body integration. After completing all 5 movements, stand up slowly and notice the difference. Your body should feel more fluid, your joints more mobile, and your energy more vibrant. The beauty of this routine is that it works whether you're dealing with arthritis, recovering from surgery, or simply want to feel better as you age. Each movement can be modified to your current ability level, and you'll find that consistency matters more than perfection. Some days you might only have time for 3 of the movements, and that's perfectly fine. The goal is creating a daily habit that serves your body's needs. Many of my viewers tell me that after just 1 week of this routine, they wake up looking forward to these movements instead of dreading the first steps out of bed. Others report that their morning back pain has significantly decreased, and they feel more confident moving throughout their day. If this video has shown you that morning stiffness isn't something you have to accept as part of aging, then you're ready to take control of your daily comfort and mobility. Here on this channel, every week I share practical, gentle movements specifically designed for people over 60 who refuse to let age define their limitations. These aren't complicated exercises or empty promises, they're real solutions tested by people who understand exactly what you're experiencing. Subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you do not miss any content that could transform how you feel in your body. We're building a community of people who believe that every day should start with comfort, not pain. Your future self will thank you for the choices you make today, starting with these 5 simple minutes tomorrow morning.